Well, joining us now is former senior advisor to Donald Trump, Christian Whiton. Christian, great to see you again. Well, Donald Trump and the debate coming up this week. So what are you expecting from the debate with Joe Biden? Will Joe Biden manage to find his way to the podium? Or will he be wandering around at the wrong podium or looking for the door out the back or whatever? What are you expecting, Christian?
Well, certainly if the G7 was any indication, he will be wandering off and staring blankly into the distance. But there's a little bit of a problem. That's, with debates, it's not just performance, it's expectations. Think this is ancient history now. But going back, Dan Quayle, the vice president in 1988, failed badly in his debate. 92 comes along, everyone expects him to do poorly. I think he actually beat Al Gore, but because the expectation game, it actually came out as a wash. Today, everyone is expecting Joe Biden to do so poorly based on his recent performances. All he has to do is sort of get through it without a massive embarrassment and just the usual sort of small number of gaffes, sort of like the State of the Union, and people might say he's going to do well. The big problem is that I'm not sure debates have the impact that they used to, especially when, in this case, there is no newcomer. We have 4 years of Biden and can compare that to 4 years of Trump. And voters can render their judgment based on that.
Rita.
Well, the polling is very interesting indeed. Polling in recent days shows Trump is ahead in every swing state. And there's also been some analysis on the swing states that are the most ethnically diverse are the ones more likely to favour Trump. So tell me about that coalition he's building of Hispanic voters, trying to attract black voters who've always been such supporters of the Democrats in recent decades.
Right, and Trump even giving or visiting Detroit, a majority black city, a city that's been majority black for about a century, and also doing things like holding rallies in the Bronx. These are not traditional places that Republicans go. In fact, New York City and its 5 boroughs, very Democratic. The Bronx is the most Democratic and still drawing a big crowd. I would still be pretty surprised if New York City or New York State goes for Trump, but he is making big inroads. And if you look at the board, the Democrats have to win almost all of the swing states, including the 2 heavyweights, which are Michigan and Pennsylvania. If Republicans win either Michigan or Pennsylvania, then the night's over. Donald Trump will be the next president. And if you look, Trump it's close in Michigan and it's close in Pennsylvania, but he's farther ahead in other swing states, Georgia, Arizona, Nevada, which has been trending Democrat in recent elections, is looking good for him. Ohio used to be a swing state. It's not anymore. Florida used to be a swing state. He's ahead comfortably there. So a lot can happen and a lot can be wrong with polls. Polls tend to become a little less accurate now that we're into summer after Memorial Day, which is the traditional start of the summer in America. But things are looking fairly decent right now.